Putting local first tonight, we are learning more about an explosion that shocked beachgoers today. The explosion coming from SpaceX facility. Our local 23's Iris Karami has more from witnesses.
Was in the water, and my son and my daughter was there in my grandkids, and then all of a sudden it was boom, and then we were just like.
An explosion at SpaceX was felt and heard on SPI this afternoon during what officials say was a planned test. SpaceX confirming with Cameron County Precinct 1 the explosion came from ground testing. It was all captured on this live stream from Lab Padre.
Yeah, we heard a real loud explosion. Yeah. We thought it was gunshots, really and truly.
Beachgoers on Beach Access 6 say they felt and heard the explosion but did not know what it was.
No, we totally felt it. Yeah, I was on the main drag. My wife and kids, they were here. They felt it.
One bystander tells us he was at a liquor store when it happened.
They were wondering if when it actually takes off, if they should like move bottles so that it doesn't like mess up their inventory. I thought my tailgate had fallen on my pickup or something. Like I was like, what?
On Twitter, SpaceX CEO Elon Musk confirmed the blast was a result of booster engine testing. Road closures from the testing began early this morning, according to alerts sent by Cameron County. Putting local first in South Padre Island, I'm Iris Karami.
Same-sex marriage. Are we beginning to see the end of equality? I like big butts and I cannot lie. The Brazilian butt lift and its dangers. Hey, PUB, give me liberty or give me death. And Boca Chica Beach is now officially MUSK's island. It is Wednesday, July 20th, 7:03 a.m. My name is Frankie Olivo, and this is Good Morning Brownsville. And once again, I do apologize. I know the reasons why each and every one of you are here is because of our award-winning segment, The Weather. And I have no good news other than that it's going to be hot. So make sure, once again, you go out to the island, get some rays as much as possible. Now, ass. Now, turn the fucking hammer time. Oh, go DJ, go stupid. For these past 10, 15 years, and maybe for, since mankind has been alive, we have always wanted to boost our image, whether that be reasons of having low self-esteem, wanting to accommodate certain wants and needs of our spouse. But we've always seen how people have been going towards plastic surgery, liposuction, and the likes of Kim Kardashian, Black China, and other individuals that are in the entertainment world. They do get one thing that is very noticeable, and that is the Brazilian butt lift. The likes of Kim Kardashian have become famous because, when she was young, she did have a pornographic movie with RJ. But many other people, and she is very proud of her feature, which is her buttocks. And we have seen how people have gravitated towards that. Oh, I want a bigger butt. I want a smaller stomach. And what we have seen is that vanity has gotten pretty much the best of people. Now, what we have seen throughout time is that individuals have gone to extreme measures to beautify themselves. Now, while we are all in support of individuals doing things that will boost their self-esteem, make them feel beautiful, and possibly maybe even empower themselves, there are some sort of complications to that. And you and I know very well that we have heard from stories of individuals that have gone to Reynosa, Matamoros, and other parts in Mexico to have these surgeries done on them. And we have heard very difficult stories. And again, what is the reasons why that we are leaning towards this? Is it vanity? I am a strong believer and big proponent of having procedures done for medical purposes. I have been, I usually don't share anything personal, but my last two relationships, they did ask me, hey, would you want me to have breast augmentations? Would you want me to have liposuction? And I said, no, absolutely not. I believe in natural beauty. That to me is what I prefer. I prefer no makeup. It's okay to be chubby. It's okay to be beautiful in our own skin. But nonetheless, you and I know that individuals don't feel comfortable within their own skin. And we have seen that they have gone some to extreme measures to accomplish that. And now with the idea of la buchona, of this woman that has a big butt and a big chest, that is what many people are attracted to. Well, we have seen how women have been crossing international lines to have these procedures done. And as we all know, and we all have an idea, but they remove fat from our abdomen, from our hips, from our legs, from our sides. And what they do is that they inject back these tissue back into our buttocks. Again, is this an issue that has caused many individuals to lose their lives? In the United States, not so much. Again, every surgery does lead to different complications based on a person's needs. There are individuals who are diabetic, who do have other complications that causes them to succumb to these and ultimately, causes their death. And it isn't really so much the surgery per se, but you and I know, and you and I have heard of stories of very troubling stories of individuals, young women who are already beautiful within their skin, but feel that they need that extra boost. And what do? They go to Matamoros, they go to Monterrey, they go to Reynosa, and they do have these surgeries performed. And again, is this vanity? Is this a way to satisfy the man? Because at the end of the day, as we all know, men seem to have wandering eyes, and the women tries to do everything possible to make sure that all eyes are for her. What we have seen as of late, and it's sad to report that many individuals are having complications. There are extreme bruising. It is a process, a very lengthy process of several months. And again, each person's body is different, and each body reacts differently to tension, to surgery. And we have seen these complications arise here locally in the RGV. We have had, me too, brother, me too. We've had salons that have performed these crazy procedures on these women, and they have inserted silicone hardware supplies in their buttocks, which has caused them to leads to infections. Some have caused to even led to even more serious complications and even more extensive surgeries than ever before. But you and I know that women go to extreme measures for beauty. In Asia, back in the day, they used to break the woman's feet. That was seen as something as being sexy. And nowadays, our culture, is this something that we prefer? That we want women with big butts. The guys, they want big muscles. Why? Because they want to impress the other individual. But there are health risks involved with these surgeries. Now, again, do they happen in the United States where individuals succumb to these surgeries? It is very slim, very, very slim. But again, everything is possible whenever you go under the knife, unfortunately, and we do leave everything in God's hands. But nonetheless, we have seen this idea, this vanity of individuals that do prefer to have these operations, these procedures. Why? Because again, it boosts their self-esteem. Their husband has wandering eyes, and they want to do everything possible to accommodate and make this relationship work. Now, while we are in support of individuals that do everything possible to make sure that they hold that family nucleus together, we are wary of individuals who do have these procedures done across the border. And it's so easy for us living in a border town. It's so easy for us to get any sort of prescription drugs at any pharmacy across the border. Now, have we seen an increase of deaths from these procedures? Yes. It is not reported as much because, again, this is bad PR for any physician, any clinic to have these procedures done. But we have seen them a large increase in Reynosa and in Matamoros, unfortunately. Again, everybody goes and feels comfortable whenever they have an aching tooth. They'll just say, oh, just go to Progreso, go to the dentist. Oh, I want to get liposuction. I want to get breast augmentation. I want to get a Brazilian butt lift. Oh, go to Reynosa, go to Matamoros. But again, we are starting to see and hear, again, we read everything, and we're starting to see an increase of women who are having complications from these surgeries. Now, again, is this a necessity or is this vanity? Is this a way for the women to feel better about herself? Again, I'm all supportive of women who want to be empowered, who want to feel sexy, who want to feel beautiful. But again, baby girl, you don't need anything to be beautiful. You're beautiful as you are. You don't need no help. So remember that. Now, currently, a lot of changes have been happening within the U.S. Recently, we learned that the Supreme Court did overrule Roe versus Wade, which many individuals, it came at a shock because it took away the power of women of having that option, that opportunity, that control over their bodies. And many individuals, men and women, were dumbfounded and said, what's the reason behind this? Why are they overturning the law that has been in place for over 50 plus years? And we heard Supreme Court judge at the committee meetings, whenever they're grilling them and wanting for them to get the vote passed in order for them to become Supreme Court justices. And each and every Supreme Court nominee, whenever they went before the committee, they all answered, you know what, Roe versus Wade, because they asked them questions about life, about the death penalty, about immigration, just to get their idea, just to get their feel on things. And each judge that we have heard from these nominees has been consistent. I will not overturn Roe versus Wade. Why? Because Roe versus Wade is already a law that has been set. And many judges, they don't like to overrule or step on a case that already has precedence. Why? Because that has already been set in stone. At least we thought so. Well, now we see that something will be transpiring with same-sex marriage. We did see how yesterday the House did pass a same-sex marriage bill. And this is targeting, or this is in anticipation that the Supreme Court is going to void and annul same-sex marriage. And again, the United States, the land of opportunity, our founding fathers did what they did because they wanted equality. They wanted to be free, whether that be sex, religion. That was the reasons why we, taxation without representation, of course, but our Constitution said that every person has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And what we have seen throughout time has been how first our civil rights was given to all, women equality as well, which, in the pay scale, it's still not up to par. But we have seen how the United States has been slowly, very, very slowly, have been given equal rights to African Americans, have been given equal rights to women, not in pay, have given the women the choice of whether to abort or have control over their bodies. And then recently, as of late, the Same-Sex Marriage Act, which allowed individuals to have this ceremony and make it official. Well, are we going to see the end of this? Again, these judges that did state that, Roe versus Wade is something that I will not touch. Why? Because it is already set in stone. It already has precedence. And again, judges do not like to step on other judges' toes, and they don't like to overrule things, especially if it's already been in law for many, many years. That takes precedence. But what we have seen from the United States as of late has been that it is going towards an old Anglican, white conservative mentality. Now, again, does this deal with religion? And David, you post a very interesting question. Does one support the murder of innocents? Now, I'm not here to talk about religion. Again, of course, my beliefs are my beliefs. I am of Christian faith, and my faith teaches me that abortion is murder. Uh, if you deliberately take the life of an innocent child, that is murder. But David, we have to make one clear distinction. I am in no shape or form, based on my religious beliefs, to tell a woman what to do. Now, we do have the separation of church and state. Many individuals do combine that. But while I do have a certain belief, David, I am no way, shape, or form going to tell a woman what she should do with her body, because at the end of the day, my body, my choice. And I do want to make that clear distinction. While I am opposed to this from a religious standpoint, from an American point of view, I have no right to tell the women or men, or any human being what to do with their body. Now, again, are we going to see the repeal of same-sex equality, of same-sex marriage? But again, we the people want equality. So this is very, very important. And you're absolutely correct. Due process. This is the land of opportunity, the land of rule of rule and law. And we always expect that a court, always go through the process to determine a certain outcome. Now, while it is important for us to note that as of late, we felt that the United States was on the right track to give everybody equality. Now, am I here to say, same sex is bad, abortion is bad? I'm not a judge. I am not God. I based on my belief, and the Bible does talk about these certain things about homosexuality, about abortions. But at the end of the day, that is for them and their maker to come to terms with. Again, I am no one to judge. I love an individual, whether they're white, black, or brown, gay, straight, he, she, they, them, whatever pronoun they decide to go by. But nonetheless, the question remains: are we set to lose equality here in the United States? And once again, this is the land of opportunity. This is a place where many of us or many individuals want to come because we feel as if, and we know that this is the greatest land in the world. So the House voted to pass legislation to strengthen marriage equality protection. And the bill, it is a direct reaction to the recent strike down of Roe versus Wade, which is the Supreme Court did recently overrule. And again, this was a long-standing federal abortion rights. Yes, even frijoleras. Are you referring to the equality of opportunity or equality of outcome? I'm talking for equality as a whole, whether that be religion, whether that be sexual preference, whether that be how a person wants to identify themselves. This is a land of opportunity. We feel as if the USA is one which it's all about choices. It's all about opportunity, so to speak. But again, should one dictate or tell someone, this is my belief, homosexuality, abortion is wrong, so you're wrong? Again, I am not a judge. I love my people, whether they're white, black, or brown, gay, straight, transgender, he, she, they, them, however they want to identify themselves. But again, we feel as if the United States is going to change abruptly, and it seems as if it is going towards the old, antiquated, Anglican, conservative point of view, which this is wrong and this is right. But again, should the United States be doing this? Again, this is the land of opportunity, equality for all, not just for the rich, not just for the whites, but equality across the board. That is something that we can all agree upon. Hey, PUB, give me liberty or give me death. That is something that many people are claiming. We have been dumbfounded by all the recent posts and bills that we have been seeing online. We have been seeing numbers that seem inflated, and again, times are different. I understand that. We are in a war. The United States currently is in support of Ukraine as they try to withstand this 3-4 months battle that the Russians have embarked in taking back their territory, which is the Ukraine. Now, we understand how gas, is up and down, and many individuals, and we made this report a few weeks ago, and we talked about how, the price of electricity is going up. But one thing that I want to convey to my community is we need options. Just how we have options for other things, we need options. Well, we have allowed, and again, this is the Brownsville Public Utility Board. Who owns this? We, the people. What I want my community to get from this segment is that we, the people, should demand from our local elected officials to stop this from happening again. What we have seen is that the Public Utility Board has monopolized and taken control of our community. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about our bill. Yes, we can request for somebody to come and check the watts and things like that. But you and I know something ain't right. Why is it that for the longest time, since I've been, I'm 35 years old, since the longest I can remember, PUB has been in power. PUB has screwed us pretty much. Why? Because we don't have other options. And competition. I love competition. Competition is great. I used to love competition in high school. I still love competition. I love debates. I love a challenge. Why? Because it makes us individuals. It makes us work harder. It makes us be a better person. Why? Because there is competition. And we got to say, you know what? I'm the best candidate for BISD. I'm the best candidate for Cameron County. I'm the best candidate. Why? Because X, Y, and Z. But you have options, but I'm the best option. Don't we need choices, Dr. Hernandez? Wouldn't you say that by opening up the market, which is from an electrical company standpoint, we will have companies going head to head and competing and saying, oh, you know what, PUB, te da el gigawatts a $7, yo te lo doy por $2.50. And what is PUB going to do? Oh, crap. We'll match it. We'll give it, a quarter less. And what we see, boom, 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 competition. That's what we need, ladies and gentlemen. But for the longest time, we don't know how powerful our voice is. You want to know how powerful your voice is? Get behind the mic. People will start messaging you. Hey, why are you saying this? Hey, why are you saying that? People take notice. But when we're quiet and we're satisfied, you know what happens? We take it. But now our people, we are starting to feel the pinch from gasoline, the rise of inflation. Everything is expensive nowadays. But now, once we get our bills, now Houston, we have a problem. And one thing that individuals have been complaining about is, hey, my light bill is higher than my credit score. My light bill is a mini mortgage. Some individuals, they pay rent of what? $800, $900, $1,000, $1,200, $1,400. We've been getting individuals that have been getting bills for $1,300, ladies and gentlemen. And many individuals have stated, oh, well, give me the breakdown. Is this 2 months? Is this, what are the charges? Don't just show me the bill. Show me the details. But again, $1,500 at a business, $700 at home. That's over $2,300 for electricity. Now, you and I know that something needs to change. But what can we do, David? What needs to be done? Well, I can tell you very quickly what needs to be done. We need to make sure that we hold our elected officials accountable. And you know what we need to do? We need to go to our elected officials and say, look, what's your stance on PUB? Are you willing to open up the market? Are you willing to let competitors come in to give your constituents better rates? Let's hold our elected officials to the fire. Let's keep them on that leash, because you know what they're going to say? They don't want to touch it. Why? Because they know PUB is a monster. And we can go about Tenasca. We could go about the $100 and some million that was recouped for this megawatt mega plant that was going to be introduced, was going to be built in the city of Brownsville. We need to hold our elected officials accountable. Do you want to continue to see these crazy light bills at apartments, at houses for $587, $529? Can we see this? Can we live like this? No. What needs to change? We need to be more vocal. And that's one thing that I've been noticing from our constituents. People are tired. People don't want to be dealing with this. Why? Because we're starting to feel it in our pockets. And you know very well, once we start feeling it in our pockets, no, ahora sí, ¿con quién me tengo que arreglar? Who do I have to speak to? Because esto es injusto. This is unjust. You and I can agree that we do need competition. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not doing it for myself. You know, thank God we do have a job. You know, and even though I'm broke and I ask my mom and my uncle and my family for money, but I don't do this for myself. You know, some of us are able to pay for these bills. You know who I'm doing it for? I'm doing it for my grandparents, for our senior citizens, for those individuals that live on a fixed income, that only get $600, $700, $800 for Social Security, and they're having to pay $300, $400, $500 of electricity bill. Is that just? Is this America where, hey, te joden porque te joden? This weekend, man, I got you. But again, why are we being so vocal? Because we're sick and tired of our elected officials not doing squat. And you ask them about Tenasca. Oh, it's an audit. I can't talk about it. It's an audit. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to talk about it. And yes, we've heard about, you know, we did see how PUB did recently release this comparing other electric companies. And you and I know that this is not accurate. This $130 is, you know, maybe for an apartment, maybe for somebody that doesn't move their thermostat. Something has to give, ladies and gentlemen. Something has to give. And it is upon us, you and I. Talk to the mayor. Talk to Roy de los Santos. Talk to all the commissioners out there. You know what? We have elections coming up for mayor and for other positions. You know what question I want to ask? What's your stance on open competition? Are you willing to open up the market to allow competitors to come in with PUB? You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, they're going to tiptoe around that thing. They're going to tiptoe around that question. Why? Because they don't want to deal with it. Because PUB has been a farce for far too long. Again, we want competition. We want individuals that are going to go in there and say, you know what? Let my people free. Give me liberty or give me death, PUB. That's what we want. We want individuals that are going to shake up feathers. But no, we have these politicians that they get in and they forget about us. All they're worried about is their pet projects. All they're worried about is getting their Sanchos and their compadres $75,000 gigs for being marketing director. Will you be bringing this up to your local elected officials? Elections are coming up. Will you be asking these questions? You wish to run for city of Brownsville. What's your stance on PUB? Are you willing to open up the market? Are you willing to have competition? Let's see what they say. I'm not a rich man. I got like $7 to my name right now, but I'm willing to bet all my $7 and say that these elected officials, they won't do a damn thing. It is up to us to be vocal and use any platform that you have. Our voice is very powerful. For many years, we have been given the runarounds for many, many things. But once it started affecting our pocketbooks, that's the time where we need to be extra vocal. We want answers and we want them now. Mayor, City Commission, are you willing to open up the market to give your constituents a better opportunity to survive? That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for much. But again, only time will tell. Boca Chica Beach. Say goodbye to Boca Chica Beach. Boca Chica Beach now officially belongs to Elon Musk. Yesterday, the Cameron County Commissioners, they did unanimously vote to give SpaceX permission to expand on their heavy works projects that will allow them to continue to build on those 17 plus acres that have yet to be developed. And what we have seen from our commissioners has been something that has been very alarming. Now, again, I am on the fence about this because I am a big supporter, as each and every one of you are, of the city of Brownsville. For far too long, our city has been overlooked for others such as McAllen. And we have said, you know what? Why? We have great resources, a Boca Chica Beach, an island. We have a Port of Brownsville. We have Gladys Porter Zoo, which was supposed to be our gem. You know what? We need something. And in 2013, we did have SpaceX did come and get into an MOU with Cameron County. And we said, wow, this is what it's going to be. This is what the economic boom that we so desperately needed. But many activists have been saying, no, no, no. This is a great danger to the public. Why? Because of the ramifications that come with shooting up rockets. Again, we started this show with the boom heard around the RGV, where the explosion was felt in Laguna Vista, in PI, in South Padre Island, from Boca Chica Beach. What's going to happen if something major happens? Is it going to be like, oops, I'm like Elon Musk tweeted, oops, I'm sorry, I made a boo-boo. What we have seen from our Cameron County commissioners is that they just seem to be following the dollars. And again, I am all support of individuals who are trying to progress our city area. But just yesterday, they did pass resolutions in support of several things. One was a consideration and adoption of resolution to support super heavy projects at Boca Chica Beach, and also the abandoning of 4 streets of Annette Road, Joanne, Remedios, and Lucero Court. Now, why would our commissioners give up streets? Why would our commissioners give up county property to Elon Musk? Now, they're not giving up, but they allow them to close whenever they wish. Now, again, will elected officials, and you're right, elected officials will say whatever it takes to get them elected. I know, but we have something to hold them to the fire, hold them on a leash, so to speak. But our Cameron County elected officials have not done or have not heard, in my opinion, the needs and wants of our constituents. And we did see how this motion was passed by Commissioner Sophie Benavides, and was approved by Joey Lopez to abandon all roads inside of Boca Chica Village. This was passed unanimously. Now, the reasons behind it were economics, of course. And I'm on the fence about this, guys, because I do feel that SpaceX is causing and will cause harm to our local ecosystem, to our local habitat. And I feel as if Elon Musk is one of those individuals that, once he's tired of us, he's just going to say, I'm done. Couple billion lost. Brownsville, you're awesome. Laters, got to go somewhere else. I feel as if that's going to happen. And our our elected officials do state that, Elon Musk has invested billions and billions of dollars, that there's no way that he's going to leave. Guys, he's set to lose $1 billion in the Twitter deal. Now, again, that's in litigation right now. Twitter's going to force him to pay up to $44 billion. But there was an opt-out clause that if Elon Musk didn't buy Twitter, he was still on the hook for $1 billion. What's $1 billion to a mofo like me? Can you please remind me, ball so hard? Elon Musk, $1 billion is like 10 cents to me. It's nothing to him. Now, are we going to live with that regret? Are we going to say, hey, here, rich man, take it. It's yours. Just remember me my election. Have we done that? And again, the reasons behind this have been economics. SpaceX did present a economic impact brochure flyer for Cameron County, and they did state that, 1,600 jobs were brought upon because of SpaceX. And the direct investment has been close to $430 million in our local area. And that includes payroll, construction. The supply chain is $36 million spent on local suppliers here in Cameron County. And the overall investment or the overall gross economic opportunity that SpaceX could have is close to $1 billion. Again, it's all money, 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 which is great. And again, we do need this, but at what cost? What happens if something such as that explosion would happen again? Are we safe? Are we beginning to see how a rich man is using? And again, he's an opportunist. I understand that. But do we have here a case where the world's richest man is using one of the poorest areas in the United States and using it towards his benefit? Again, is this to save mankind? Is this spatial explorations? Is this Brownsville, Boca Chica to Mars? Yes. But at what cost? Does it come at our costs? And again, the community was upset with our county commissioners because they stated that, abandoning the roads and it feels as if we are selling ourselves to a billionaire, and we are ignoring all the fears, legitimate fears of these explosions, of something catastrophic of happening. Now, I am more than sure that our elected officials have taken into account all these reasons. Also, a Carrizo tribal chair member was upset because he did state that, Judge Eddie Trevino did promise to speak with the tribe. And this chairman said, hey, we didn't get that, we didn't get that opportunity. And he says, hey, this promotes the ongoing racist genocide from corrupt government in the Rio Grande Valley. Why? Because they are not taking into account the wishes, the concerns of our elected officials. And also, is Elon Musk the king of Brownsville, where he is going to be shutting down Boca Chica for us residents? Judge Bobby did post that, hey, Elon Musk opened up the beach at 9:30, 9:20. Yay, go enjoy it. The last days of summer, 12 hours today, 8 hours yesterday. Is it going to be where now it's only going to be a few hours on Boca Chica? Where we're not able to enjoy the beach? Again, are we at a time where we are willing to give the world's richest man our more sacred and most beloved resource, which is Boca Chica Beach? And you may say, Frankie, ¿cuándo ibas a Boca Chica? Nunca vas. But again, we do have avid fishermen, Boca Chica Beach legends, and there's many individuals out there that are actively within our community, actively participants and going to Boca Chica Beach. Not all of us are able to spend, a couple $100 to go to the island. And what do? Our resort is always Boca Chica Beach because it's affordable. There's not a lot of traffic. There's not a lot of people around. We like our space. But now, ladies and gentlemen, that has been taken away from us. Our county commissioners have made it a point that they said, I don't care what you think. I'm going to do what's in the best interest of you, whether you like it or not. We saw that with them trying to push down our throats, not once, but twice, the arena to vote on. And what happens? Not once, but twice, it was denied by the residents of Cameron County. Port Isabel, Laguna Vista, Brownsville, we're weary. We're weary because this explosion, which happened just last week, is this a tale of things to come down the road? What would happen if something catastrophic would happen? But unfortunately, the Cameron County commissioners, they sided and bent over for Elon Musk. Boca Chica Beach is no longer Boca Chica Beach of the people. Now it is Boca Chica Beach, Musk's island. And you peasants, get out of my beach. And that, my friends, is the rest of the story. Same-sex marriage. We saw how Roe versus Wade was overturned. Are we going to see the Supreme Court justice overrule same-sex marriage? That is what many insiders anticipate. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a pretty girl walks in with up in your face, you get strong. Brazilian butt lifts. We have seen how entertainment, Kim Kardashian, Black China, has caused many of us, not just women, but men, think about our bodies and say, you know what? I want a bigger butt. I want a bigger chest. I want bigger arms. Why? Because vanity. I want to be good. I want to feel good. I want to be empowered. Now, while we are in support of individuals who do have procedures due to medical complications or medical reasons, we are kind of weary of those individuals that do it for vanity. Again, I'm all in support of individuals being happy within their own skin. If that means that you have to do a surgery, a procedure done, that's up to you. But we're here to report that many women find it easy to go across international lines, across the border, get these butt lifts, Brazilian butt lifts, get this lipo, get other procedures done, and they have complications. Some, unfortunately, have succumbed to these seizures and these procedures. Hey, PUB, give me liberty or give me death. We, the people, have so much power in our voice. It is time for us to rise and shake up our city commission and say, hey, this Brownsville Utility Board belongs to me, us, the people. What are you going to do about it, Mayor? What are you going to do about it, City Commissioner? Elections are coming up, ladies and gentlemen. One topic that we all need to discuss is, what are you going to do, candidate for PUB? Are you going to finally release the audit? Are you going to finally release the information that we all have been wanting for? Con dinero baila el perro, unfortunately. That is the culture that we have seen from our local elected officials. Do we anticipate them releasing or opening up the market, so to speak? No. Why? No les conviene. Again, we have so much power in our voice, ladies and gentlemen. I encourage each and every one of you to take part in our local elections and demand answers from our candidates. Mayor, those who are running for commission, what will you do to fix this? And this is something that you can do. We need to change the city charter. We need to open up the market, make competition, and make it a free market. Why? Because individuals can't pay $400 or $500 a mini mortgage. Again, I'm not doing it for myself. I'm fortunate to have a job, have family, that if I don't have money, I'll find a way. But I do it for my grandparents. I do it for our elderly community who live on a fixed income, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 of Social Security, and they're getting bills for $300, $400, $500, $600, some even $1,000. It is not right. Say goodbye to Boca Chica Beach. It is now Musk Island. The county commissioners did give Elon Musk the go-ahead to build this heavy works projects and are allowing the closure of 5 more streets. Now, you give them an inch, they take a mile. That is the saying. Are we giving Elon Musk a little bit? And eventually he's gonna have it all. And once again, this is my island. Get away, peasants. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. It is Wednesday, July 20th, 7:45 a.m. Damn, I went off task. I got the network screaming in my ear. Frankie, you're off by 15 minutes. Maybe we should extend this show a little bit longer. I always try to dedicate 30 minutes out of my time. And I thank you, each and every one of you. We got a great viewership right now. Thank you so much for the opportunity that you give me each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I really, really appreciate it. And I don't take this job lightly. Hope to see y'all here on Friday. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you here soon on Friday. Thank you for your time and your attention. God bless.